It's been such a long time since we saw that thing roll out on stage, flipping years ago, and now I'm going to actually see one in the metal. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Oh my. What a beast. It's not often I'm speechless, but in the first few minutes in the Cybertruck's presence, words failed me. And it's not like I didn't know what to expect. I've watched every Cybertruck video there is, but good grief, it's shocking. That's the word to describe it in real life. But as usual, I have questions. Why is the Cybertruck on tour unless Tesla plans to sell it around the world? Does its colossal size really matter for the UK and other countries' smaller roads? Is it living up to expectations in the real world? Whether you know nothing or everything about the Cybertruck, I think you're going to like this video. Let's get into it. But not literally, because I wasn't allowed. Stupid rules. I know what you're thinking, its size. Okay, it's big, really big, and quite honestly larger than I imagined it to be once stood in front of it. But here's a few points I want to make. When stood in Cybertruck's presence, trying to take it all in visually just doesn't compute. Its triangular nature just seems so odd when grasping the size of the beast. It's a vehicular mind bender, for my basic brain at least. But in reality, it's smaller all round than a Ford Transit van, albeit the long wheelbase version I should add. And just consider that for a moment. The argument that the Cybertruck is too big for our roads seems a bit daft when you consider the hundreds of thousands of vans travelling around our little streets every day, from the impatient white van man to ambulances, motorhomes, delivery drivers, and even the odd ice cream man, or woman, or non-gender ice cream person, I suppose. Whatever, it might not fit in all car parks very well, and you won't fit it through a car wash, and it will cause a stir to those fun sponges who say, that's too big, but to them I say, it's cool AF, and there's nothing you can do about that. People gonna want one. But of course, Tesla knows if it wants to sell these in Europe, shrinking it down just a notch and adding a little more of a pedestrian crumple zone, or my earlier idea of popping some fun bags on the front end. 3 would be best, obviously, and hallelujah. Cybertrucks for everyone who appreciates engineering artwork, which is jolly well what it is. So why is the Cybertruck even here? The Cybertruck has been on display all around the world, with its European tour soon coming to an end. It's drawn massive attention wherever it's been, but is this just brilliant marketing to get butts in seats for test drives of other Teslas at Tesla showrooms? Well, yes, a publicity magnet like the Cybertruck doesn't half cause a stir. You think it looks like a urinal? Fine. But ooh, look, a nice normal looking Model 3 or Model Y. I think I'll take one of those for a test drive instead. And before you know it, the Cybertruck has just sold a Model Y. Genius. Love it or hate it, no publicity is bad publicity. And the Cybertruck plays that to Tesla's advantage brilliantly. Might Tesla also be testing the water around the world to see if there's an untapped market for those craving something unique, futuristic and capable like nothing else? I think so. Whether that involves some shrinkage and a slight redesign to account for European safety regulations, it's not like Tesla engineers are incapable of carrying out minor alterations, is it? Just my opinion, of course, but I think a lot of people on planet Earth would like to get their hands on one of these. Yes, it's a truck, but it's also a capable family vehicle, plenty of space for 5 adults, huge secure boot and fruit, high performance and off-road ready, camping accessories like nothing else, a powerhouse that can run your home for 3 days with its 123 kilowatt-hour battery pack. All emissions free, of course. And as I've said before, this is Truck 2.0, and no vehicle has ever existed that ticks as many awesome boxes as the Cybertruck. If, like me, you've ever dreamt of a fun-filled future of electric cars, space travel and just a bit more adventurous vehicle designs than we've been unblessed with so far, 2024 might just be your year. No company on earth other than Tesla, led by that radical risk-taker Elon Musk, was going to build such a completely bonkers, performance-based, utilitarian, zombie apocalypse-proof future workhorse. Whether you love the looks or hate it, the Tesla Cybertruck demands respect for its boldness and its engineering genius within. It might well remind you of a Dairy Lee cheese triangle or Lara Croft's boobs from back in the 90s, but when you start designing a truck from first principles thinking, as in rip up the truck rulebook and start afresh, This is what you get. Tougher on the outside than anything that's preceded it. This has so far taken a beating from shopping trolleys, little old ladies, Joe Rogan's bow and arrow, baseballs at 70 miles per hour, sledgehammers, bullets from a 9mm Glock, shotgun and even a Tommy gun. This really makes other supposed tough trucks look like plastic toys in comparison. This is true, undeniable toughness in a sea of phony plastic pretenders. How's it coping in the real world then? Perhaps you'd call climbing Hell's Gate, as it's known, a successful off-road experiment, or travelling for days on the Baja 1000 as Tesla engineers deliberately pushed Cybertruck to its limits, trying to break things along the way in this epic real-world test, well worth a watch over on Tesla's YouTube channel. Or is success measured in the reaction it receives? After Zac and Jesse from Now You Know finally picked up their Cybertruck, Jesse wonderfully described men's reactions to seeing it in real life like they are staring into a bonfire. And after seeing the faces around me at the Tesla showroom, that lost in thought, slightly confused, mesmerising look was on the face of everyone who walked in. By the way, if you don't watch Now You Know, now you should. Those guys are awesome and have been doing it for a long time now, so check them out. Recently reaching a production rate of 1,000 Cybertrucks a week, it's already outselling the Rivian R1T 2-1. Anyone who thought Tesla wasn't aiming for serious volume production with the Cybertruck are massively mistaken. Remember, there are over 1 million pre-orders for this electric truck, and this Foundation Series model is coming to an end soon, whereby the price will drop by $20,000. Just how profitable will Cybertrucks be for Tesla over the coming years? Well, one thing's for sure, it can't be as bad as Ford's situation, where they are losing $132,000 for each of the 10,000 electric vehicles it sold in the first 3 months of this year. It's not just clickbait when myself and others post videos suggesting RIP Legacy Auto. It's the end of the Ice Age and outdated companies will fail and vanish. I know, all this information coming at you from one little video. I digress so easy. Let's see if I can get back on track again. If this is your first experience of a Cybertruck, here's a few takeaways that you should know about. Its exterior has an ultra-hard stainless steel exoskeleton, 1.4mm thick in most places, which eliminates the need of side impact protection bars because it's already tough enough. Cybertruck has electronically adaptive air suspension that gives 12 inches of travel and 16 inches of clearance. This makes its off-road capabilities second to none. Haul everything you need with 1,134 kilograms of payload and 4,990 kilograms towing capacity, the equivalent of an average African elephant. It's got a 6x4 foot secure bed, plus even more room in the front trunk, on the roof and in a hidden gear locker. And 1,897 litres of lockable storage. Fold up those rear seats in the second row for an extra 1,530 litres of storage. It looks to me that you could sleep in that area too if you had a nice mattress of sorts. It is 6 foot wide after all. Range is 340 miles in this dual motor all-wheel drive configuration, but the soon to be available range extender, which slots into the bed of the truck, will give 470 miles plus to those that need it. But I'd imagine for the vast majority of folks, they won't need that much range unless towing or living in the wilderness somewhere. The Tesla supercharger network is pretty dense these days, wherever you go. It has integrated 120 volt and 240 volt bed and cabin outlets. During a grid outage, it can provide up to 11.5 kilowatts of power directly to your home. This is vehicle to load and should be included in all Teslas in my humble opinion. But the newest of the new tech comes from steer-by-wire and rear steering, giving the handling of a sports car and a better turning radius than most cars. Aside weight saving and no steering column that can penetrate through you in the event of a collision, there is no mechanical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. Instead, sensors in the steering column communicate electronically with the steering racks, and this gives an incredible effortless turning circle and adjusts the steering squircle angle according to speed. There's a massive 18.5-inch Infinity touchscreen in the front and a 9.4-inch touchscreen in the back with all new user interface that looks all cyber-futury. Looks dead cool actually. Apparently the sound system is so good from its 15 speakers and 2 subs that it will be the best sound system you own or have ever heard. Like all top-spec Teslas, it has bioweapons defense mode, hospital-grade HEPA filters, for those times you get stuck fleeing from an ever-increasing number of wildfires, or just sitting in the diesel fume fog of traffic jams. You know, all those normalised things we've just come accustomed to over the years. It has a 250 kilowatt max charging speed, which adds around 136 miles in 15 minutes. The all-glass roof, along with the enormous front windscreen, demand a rather extreme window wiper. Which is this beast? That is a whopper. It comes with an 8-year or 150,000 mile warranty. You can also get an array of Tesla designed upgrades, spare wheel, tent, light bar, that range extender and loads of other aftermarket products. But going all the way back to what I thought was an unrealistic dream of a goal that pushed me into the world of YouTube content creation, I'm eagerly awaiting this, the Cyberlander. If my channel one day takes off and I can make this my job of sorts, and if I can create enough value for my wonderful audience, and if Tesla managed to build a European version, and if Cyberlander get a wriggle on with this design, my almost impossible dream of travelling around filming cool Tesla stuff, editing videos on the go in this mobile office with built-in Starlink, or just having a nice kip and a shower after cooking a bacon bap in my Cybertruck, might this impossible dream become reality? Flippin' hope so. Looks great, doesn't it? All I need is for you to chuck us a like, subscribe and hit that bell and I'll be one step closer. Thanks very much. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Would you buy one if you could? Do you love it, hate it, or just respect it for what it is? And if you're eager to know more about the recent fruit and veg chopping capabilities of the Cybertruck's frunk and whether or not I can chop up a fruit salad using nothing but my Model 3, watch this next. Thank you patrons for your unwavering support. Join them too, link in the description below. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.